What's up, guys? Jake from OneHive bringing you the next war recap video, war number 69. This one was not a very interesting war. As I've told you, we've been sort of aching for a challenge. I think we might be lucky. The war that we just started after this one is against a Chinese or a Japanese clan that has 60 war wins. So hopefully they know what they're doing and we get a real fight. Like I've told the guys in the chat. One hive does not want to be fed. One hive wants to hunt. We want a tough fight. We don't want it handed to us. So hopefully that'll turn out to be the battle we're looking for. But this one was not that. As you can see, I guess these people these days just give up. They use 30 of their 80 attacks. But we just destroyed them. I mean, you'll see there the average destruction, 95%. I'm not even going to go through our bases because they hardly attacked us. But you'll see as we scroll through here, I mean, just literally tore them to pieces. I think there was only like 7 bases that we didn't 3-star, and they had like 13 Town Hall 10s. We probably would have gotten a few more stars, but towards the end when it's like this, we have a few people that go for they'll Town Hall snipe and just grab a little loot because they've already done their first attack and done well. So no big deal there. But we probably could have got another 2 or 3 stars out of them. But just you'll see there 33 3-stars, just destroyed all their bases. So I wanted to, even though it wasn't a challenge, I wanted to bring you a few attacks. Again, I want to say sorry to the Town Hall 8s. I know you guys have been getting screwed lately, but they only had a couple Town Hall 8s, and a lot of our Town Hall 8s were attacking up to get 2 stars on higher bases and practice on stuff like that. So we're going to have a couple Town Hall 9s. The first one I'm going to show you is our boy KP taking on their number 14. I want to bring this one because I had a person ask on my YouTube channel about the goblin trick that Hulk referenced in one of his videos. This will illustrate that. We'll pause it here and show you what I'm talking about. Up top, he has a giant bomb that he knows is right here, and I think there's one over there, but maybe not sure. I know there's one over there by the Archer Tower, and if you'll look closely, if he drops a goblin right here on the other side of the Archer Tower, it's going to go straight through that giant bomb to the closest collector or storage, which is going to be that one of those collectors there. So it's going to trigger that giant bomb if he drops it there. If you dropped a giant or a hog or even, they're going to go to these defensive buildings, so that doesn't work. But if you'll drop that goblin, he's going to run right through there and trigger that giant bomb for you. So that's the quote goblin trick. So look for that in your bases. If you know there's a giant bomb there, or even if you highly suspect there's a giant bomb there, it's worth the 1 unit to set it off and try it out. But you'll see it live here. KP knows where some of these giant bombs are because it's been attacked already, so he drops those, and right here comes the goblin. It might be hard to see, but right there the goblin ran through and triggered that bomb for him. So he gets the clan castle troops out, kills them. We'll stop for a drink of beer while he's doing that. Takes out the clan castle troops. Standard stuff there, just dropping some archers and wizards to get them taken out. You should drop them barbs first, buddy, but that's all right. A few barbs there. And then he's going to come in from the bottom down here. He's just use his Barbarian King to take out their queen, which is fine. That's always a good trade. And then sends in the hogs. He wants to get in to these Inferno Towers as quick as possible. Drops a heal and then a rage here. I would have reversed that. Drop your rage first. Get them in there. Get them to the Inferno, then drop your heal to keep him up. But he does a good job. Drops his second heal for that multi-Inferno, and they're going to get to it and take it out. And after that, I mean, honestly, there's not a lot left to it. Most of his dangerous defenses are down because this is a little bit of an underleveled, obviously, Town Hall 10 base. So he's just keeping his hogs up with heals here and letting them run around. He had a few left over there up top. Letting him run around to clean everything up, and now he's clearing the last defense, and all that's left to worry about at this point is the Barb King. And as soon as that storage goes down, they'll take out the Barb King there. So we'll fast forward. So awesome job by KP, and then an awesome job using that goblin to trigger that giant bomb, and a good illustration that we could bring to you guys to show you what we were talking about there. So if you get a chance to use that in your raids, you know where a giant bomb is, or you think there's a giant bomb there, and there's nothing there's no collectors or storages that would make your goblin go anywhere besides straight through the giant bomb. Obviously, bring your goblins, use that, get a free trigger out of it, or basically free. So good job, KP. The next one we're going to look at is our boy Dan the Ham. Dan has been on a tear. The last 2 wars, he has racked up 12 stars for us. So 2 perfect wars. Awesome job, Dan. And he takes care of this one as well. Drops a few giants here, trying to lure the clan castle, and it just didn't happen. It must have been right on the line. That's pretty close. He probably thought it was gonna cross over, but it didn't. No big deal. He goes ahead and drops his golems, wizards behind it, to just go ahead and start the raid. He knows he doesn't have any other troops prepared to do the lure. So drops his wall breakers, gets poked in there. And what I really like about Dan's raid here is coming up. When you're doing a go wipe, or well, especially a go wipe, your heals are important. That heal right there, I really like where he put it. They're not really getting hit right now, but he's protecting his DPS. He's protecting his wizards. You got a rage for him. If splash damage, one of those mortars shoots a shot at him, a wizard, or even if a single target cannon or an archery tower locks onto your wizards, a heal's going to keep them up. At the start of the raid, it's very important to keep them guys alive. If you get to where you've just got your P.E.K.K.A.s left, you're probably in trouble. So good spell placement. He kind of whiffed on that second heal. I think he just might have misclicked or wasn't paying a lot of attention on that. But regardless, he's got this last rage in the center there. And you'll see he's still got plenty of wizards alive. Because of that, they're going to get taken out here towards the end, but the damage is already done. There's just not enough defensive buildings left to stop this 3-star. He actually has all 3 of his P.E.K.K.A. still alive. So, I mean, it's just an excellent raid by Dan. We'll fast forward as the cleanup happens here, but just really good spell placement, minus the 1 heal, and good job not panicking. His lure didn't work out. He just said okay and went along with it and still got the 3-star. So awesome job, Dan, and awesome last 2 wars, buddy. All right, the next one we're going to look at is our Town Hall 10, and y'all might be getting sick of seeing old Rexy tear stuff up, but he 3-starred their number 1, so I just didn't know how I couldn't show it. This was their toughest base they had. Obviously, it's not like a maxed out Town Hall 10 or anything, but it's a developed Town Hall 10. And these guys had weird stuff. You'll see here, he's dropping barbs in there, and everywhere they had holes in their bases, and everywhere they did, they had giant bombs and Teslas. So I'm not sure if they thought that was a good strategy, but clearly Rex makes them pay for it here, because you'll see he uses it to pull the clan castle, along with setting off the giant bombs. So he pulls the clan castle over here, drops his CC with witches in it, and does its thing. And then you'll see over here, just inside the walls, he gets to go ahead and put his P.E.K.K.A.s in there with nothing to stop him. He puts them in there, drops a rage, and obviously 1 shot, the queen's dead. Very smart here. I like what he did. He put this queen and that wizard outside the wall. Everything's firing in there in that hole, so he was smart enough to say, okay, my queen is going to get beat up too quick if I drop her in there. So he just drops her on the outside and lets her sort of come in, and you can see she doesn't even get touched while other things are being touched, and she's just taking out defenses. But those P.E.K.K.A.s are going to start. He brings his hogs in. Rex has really gotten good with these this hog P.E.K.K.A. combination. You'll see that the hogs just come in and start taking out stuff while the P.E.K.K.A.s are taking a lot of the fire. That Inferno Tower there starts doing some pretty good damage to his hogs, but again, it's sort of like last time. The damage is done. It wouldn't matter. That group of hogs is taken out, but he's got another group left, and there's just not enough defensive buildings left to stop him. So just Rex this base, and awesome job by Rex again this war. So again, had to show you the number 1 defensive build or base being 3-starred. So that's it, guys. Those are our raids. Again, kind of a boring war, but had some good attacks to show you. We're hoping that these guys next war know how to attack. They got some pretty tough-looking bases, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we'll have an awesome recap to bring to you. But as you're looking here, you see that the 3-stars just piled up, and we just destroyed these guys. But awesome job to everybody. Looking forward to next war, and we'll see you guys next time. As always, Jake from OneHive reminding everybody to suck less.